Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we have the return of the low IQ fighter. If you guys remember in the unofficial episodes 1 and 2, the first time I accidentally killed my friend, Sormer, I think it was. And Sormer, the ranger, if, uh, if you are watching this, please leave a comment or get in touch with me. Um, I can explain. I didn't mean to hit you with that crossbow. I promise. And in episode 2, which I caught a lot of flack for, the scammed in Dark and Darker, I think the joke was a little bit too, I hate to say subtle. I don't think I set it up correctly. The joke was that I gave away the last exit portal and lost a great set of loot. Uh, that was kind of supposed to be the joke, and the scam part of the joke, with air quotes around that, was that I made a really bad trade because I got greedy and I wanted to see the trousers on the ground, and then lost my portal and died. So for that video, this is definitely like kind of the apology for that. Learn my lesson. I didn't mean for that to be clickbait or whatever. That was just bad judgment on my part. This one, however, is that I just lacked all spatial reasoning skills, and it was just kind of funny how it happened. This had to have been in the last bit of the playtest or so, because I know that I basically no-lifed the game for every hour that I could possibly play the game during the playtest, and so I was probably just really tired, and we'll see how that happens in a minute. For the most part, though, it's a pretty standard gameplay of me playing the fighter in the Goblin Cave. I play it very safe. I don't like to fight other players if I can help it. Other players are very dangerous, so I do my best to avoid them. I don't think that I'm very good at the game. I really don't. I know that I'm solid, and whenever the game hits early access or launch or whatever, I am well ahead of the curve playing fighter. Um, in the other class, yeah, I don't have much hope. I briefly played Barbarian the first time I saw the game, and I think I played most of the classes at least for one run, maybe two. I don't think I ever played Bard. Um, I maybe tried Wizard a time or two. I tried Rogue at least 2 or 3 times. I just like fighter. I like heavy armor. I like sword and board. I'm a huge fan of medieval stuff, so having, the medieval type weapons, I just really enjoy it. Rapiers weren't around in the medieval times, so, you know, not all that. Plus, I like the versatility. The fighter is definitely, in my opinion, a souped-up ranger. Rangers are very dangerous, incredibly powerful, and I'm sure they're a lot of fun to play. But I can also just take a bow and do more or less the same type things uh, with more armor. So here, I saw the player, and he was dealing with the spiders, so I deal with the bigger threat that was the spider spawner, which just lets me gain a tempo, and I won't get back ads from the spawner. And then he goes away. This guy jumps on me with a longsword and a potion and a dream. I get that headshot, he misses basically everything, so he goes down very easily. The naked meta is very high skill. Here's the first instance real fast. It took me way too long to judge that item was probably not worth taking. Bard items don't sell for a lot because people aren't playing Bard very often right now. And then, I mean, one magic power, one resourcefulness on a fairly bad item. Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, but yeah, it really just wasn't, you know, I could have just left that. But yeah, so the naked meta, my number one opposition to it is that you're not just simply giving up all your resist, you're actually taking increased damage. Plus, with no boots, you're losing out on some speed. With no helmet, you're taking unnecessary damage. It's just not worth it. And here you can see me struggling with this skeleton champion. Normally I can body these guys pretty much no problem. Unfortunately this time I had to run. I was in the swarm and he was putting out a lot of damage on me, and I wind up with this back ad. Now, the back ad really wasn't too bad. It's just a regular skeleton. The footmen, I think they're called. He goes down really easily. He's really no problem at all. But that was just kind of bad pathing on my part, and I just take so much unnecessary damage from this guy. Eventually, I put him down, and he ends up actually dropping some very solid gear. Not from me, but very solid. 2 resourcefulness and 1 all is super nice. And then this Pavis, like, for whatever reason, I just couldn't mentally do the, spatial reasoning. I cannot get this thing in my inventory. So, have fun watching me struggle for a few minutes while I just cannot figure this out. I get closer and closer, but it is just not happening. In retrospect, to me, it's kind of funny, but yeah, that was just a whole struggle fest. I can't read. I cannot spatially reason. Fortunately, though, I do get my escape. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.